The Marvel Cinematic Universe has been a complicated study in the world of entertainment, starting out as a small independent studio that rose to prominence to become one of the biggest media franchises in history, the likes of which we've never seen. Love it or hate it, there's no denying the mark it's left on cinema as a whole. Now, I had recently went out to go see Thor: Love and Thunder, and while watching it, I didn't have any issue with it, but something did make me wonder once the credits rolled, and that was how much we as an audience, as well as the MCU brand itself, has grown. There are many people who have grown up with these movies the same way parents and grandparents grew up with Star Wars. Now, back then there wasn't the type of discourse or discussions we have now, so it's interesting to see what's happened since the conclusion of the Infinity Saga in retrospect. Despite all that's occurred, nothing has changed the excitement I feel while seeing the opening Marvel Studios intro at the start of every film, or staying after each film for the mid and post-credit scenes. But it seems in recent times that the cracks of the seething superhero fatigue rumors have indeed begun to rear its ugly head. There has been much talk about superhero fatigue, a term coined to resemble the audience's frustration with the media presented in this category. However, despite what we're familiar with, the genre itself has continued to make strides in asking new questions. With programs like The Boys, Umbrella Academy, WandaVision, Peacemaker, and Invincible all diverting their stories in thought-provoking ways alongside films like Logan, Joker, The Batman, and Shang-Chi, helping viewers old and new discover different looks into the question of what it means to be a hero. Now, I'm not sure if it was the multitude of TV shows or the films that had been announced over the course of Phase 4, but ever since the conclusion of Endgame, Marvel has had to deal with an uphill battle against themselves, having hit a big reset button for their entire franchise by letting go of some of their most important characters to the franchise, and on top of that, adding the lack of clear direction and the audience's mixed reception to what we've received so far. I wonder what's to come of the media franchise. Now, you don't need me to tell you what's wrong with Phase 4 because you can find a million channels that'll do that a lot better than I can. However, I've seen people call Phase 4 the worst thing or the best thing, but for myself, I just haven't felt any type of way about it on either side of the spectrum. Granted, there's been some gems, and there's also been some duds, but on every occasion I just feel bad for not feeling it as much as I used to. I haven't felt the need to like it or leave it, making this the worst take regarding Phase 4, or maybe even the best. However, let me defend my case for a minute. I didn't feel this at the time, but that final dance between Steve and Peggy felt like such good closure for me. Something in my heart felt so whole and satisfied by the experience. I remember hearing the euphoric applause and cheers of the crowd once the credits were rolling. Kind of made me feel like everything I wanted out of these movies were, in Thanos' words,
destiny fulfilled.
And everything else after it will only enhance my experience or simply won't. And if they don't, that's okay. I could still watch Iron Man or the first Avengers or Infinity War and still feel the same enjoyment I always had. If they do, great, I have something else to add to that collection. I just feel as though I completed my journey with the characters I had followed up to that point, and to me, that's all I needed. Now, I still have hope for what's to come. I just hope that one day we could all get back to a point where we could find some enjoyment from these films. And I hope Marvel could find the same spark with their future upcoming projects. But let me know what you guys think down below. Are you excited for Phase 5? Are you in limbo like me? Or is the MCU just running out of steam? Please feel free to like, comment, subscribe. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you all in the next one. Too cool? Too sweet.
The entire Marvel Cinematic Universe is laid out in a way that's easy for fans around the world to enjoy. And today I'm excited to talk about the expansion and future of the MCU.